Right, we are now joined by Ucina Madoncelos, the director. We're talking about a Soweto Business Day. And also, Bastila Gabanzige, she's the director of Small Business Runway, and she joins us on the line this morning. Ucina, good morning and welcome to the Big Breakfast Show.
Hello, good morning. Ninjani Lu? Yeah, Pila Nami.
All right, so we're very much excited. But before we actually get into a small business runway, let's talk about wena nje namadonsela ugcina ubani ukhulele phi yabona nje ungene kanjani kule space samabhizinisi.
Yeah, I mean, Lung, thank you for the opportunity to speak to me. Obviously there's a journey behind it. And yeah, I mean, I think I was a typical story where, you grow up and, you always see yourself and kulma kakulu, you bubbly, you're this person that's just like, always wants to speak, always kind of wants that center stage. And so, yeah, I studied media, I went advertising, I studied radio, and then I just found myself like, okay, the entrepreneurship bug bit me basically. And I literally started a business and oh my gosh, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to, and so I just found myself on this journey. As much as there's so many companies, I just was researching people, small businesses and all of that. It was difficult to find them. And so I think my journey has just been on that quest, just to learn as much as possible, just to make sure, I educate myself with as much knowledge as I can to run a business. And then right now, I find myself in a position where I am then, in fact, the founder and owner of Small Business Runway.
All right, so that's quite interesting. So I'm listening to your story. I'm like, Marawa somewhere in Oksina, because I talk a lot. I studied radio. I studied advertising. I'm an entrepreneur. Like, why like, I don't get it.
Now we can get to know each other because clearly somehow the paths are aligned. Yeah.
Are communicating. All right.
Yeah.
So we're to Business Day. Where did it all start? But maybe let's actually start by saying, what is the Small Business Runway and why was it formed? Because obviously, when we talk about the runway, we're thinking fashion, we're thinking lights, camera, action. So I love the terminology behind it as well. So let's talk about Small Business Runway.
All right. Yeah. So Small Business Runway is literally a full service business development agency. We basically take entrepreneurs throughout the entrepreneurial journey from when they start their business up until a stage where they can actually grow and scale their businesses. We help them with different marketing and sales strategy training. We help them with just marketing their business, branding, websites. We help small businesses with PR and anything really that just can add on to to make the experience of being an entrepreneur a positive experience. Within that, we also have then the division that does then these events, because I really do believe that the more that small business owners come together, share ideas, learn from other entrepreneurs that have done things that they want to do, we can then start to facilitate these dialogues, and we can start to move this entrepreneurship ecosystem forward. And so that's what Small Business Runway is really. It's just that movement of entrepreneurs just learning, growing, and having going through the business journey together. In runway, it's not the lights, camera, action kind of runway. If you think about aeroplane, before it actually takes off, it has to go through a runway. And that is what the runway in Small Business Runway is, because we are that launch pad that you need for you to basically be able to take off as a small business.
Nice one. Right. So let's talk about the Soweto Business Day. So when is that happening, and what are the objectives there?
Yeah. All right. So Isoto Business Market Day is happening this coming weekend. It's the 28th of August. It's happening right there in Soweto. And we're so happy. I've partnered with, an amazing organization, Isoweto Business Forum. They are an industry association and, their work as well, and just mobilizing entrepreneurs in Soweto. It just made sense for us to just partner up because we essentially, the Small Business Runway movement is just moving around from township to township. And so, for Soweto, we had to find strategic partners that could actually help us to mobilize the entrepreneurs in that area. The objective is exactly that. It's for us to be able to, have that exchange of ideas so we can, move entrepreneurship forward. We're trying to get people out of this mindset yokuthi mele bahambe baye esikolweni bafunde and then they go and get a job. We're saying entrepreneurship is a viable option, and if you've got the right support structure, the right community, you're able then to go ahead and build a business as umuntu omusha in South Africa. So the whole thing is to have dialogues, is to network. It's for us to have these conversations, for us to have these amazing entrepreneurs that will be our speakers, that can help us and teach us, okay, in business, how do we overcome the challenge? In terms of funding, how do businesses access funding? How do we actually make money as small businesses and things like that?
Nice one. All right. So how are you ensuring a safety advantage? Now, we know that we are during a pandemic and we are at the same time to make sure that we keep things moving, because at the end of the day, people need to learn, people need to grow. But on this particular day, how are you ensuring a safety advantage that will be attending?
Yeah, so I mean, definitely as a small business and just as a business in general, we have to obviously adhere to COVID-19 regulations. We will have a COVID officer on site. We will have temperature checks. We will ensure even the way that the seating is structured is in such a way that people are able to maintain a social distance. Masks are mandatory, of course, and we're going to do all those measures on our side to make sure people are protected, sanitizer and that type of thing. But I think for us, it's important, njengoba economy, we've been in a lockdown for, over 400 days already. And it's important for us to keep the conversation going. It's important for us to keep the momentum going as well. Singathuli sithi simele ama-lockdown abe restricted. We need to somehow mobilize entrepreneurs. We need to get the message out there. We need to, educate. We need to network in obviously as safe an environment as possible.
Nice one. All right, so please give us the logistics once again. You said the date is the 28th of August.
Yeah, so 28th of August, this coming Saturday, it's at Ipelegen Community Center, a White City, and it's definitely, so it's starting, doors open at 9 o'clock and up until 4 p.m. We've got 2 amazing panel sessions. There's a morning panel session where we're going to have those entrepreneurs discuss various topics. We're going to have a little bit of a break in between just for entertainment, for people to be able to enjoy the market, buy from small business owners on that day, and then later on, about 2, then we have another closing panel discussion with another group of entrepreneurs. Tickets are free, so if somebody just I want to attend, they're more than welcome to do so. It's at no cost to them. That is what the logistics are. And I think if you do want a ticket, yes, because space is limited, obviously, we're going to have to keep our numbers at the maximum that we're allowed. But if somebody is interested and can take a turn, even for 10 minutes, I'd really encourage abantu to just go and check it out, just to see what's going on in Gaslako, just to see what other entrepreneurs and township businesses are doing around your hood. We are at Small Business Runway. That's where you can get all the links to buy tickets, or not buy tickets, to get tickets, and then be able to attend.
Nice one. And thank you so much for talking to us this morning, and all of the best.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Lungi, and all of the best to you too. I hope you guys can also make a turn there if possible.
Hopefully, we are going to try by all means to do that. Thank you so much, and happy Women's Month to you, Xena.
Amazing. Thank you. You too, Queen.
So much. Have yourself
Cheers
a
for now. All righty, bye-bye.
We apologize about the line there. So we are in a Zoom conversation, and we are just saying that thank you so much to her as in Bogoto. White City. That is this Saturday. If you are an entrepreneur and you'd like to speak to other entrepreneurs and find out how they are doing things in their corners. Right, we're going to take a music.